Welcome back to Yoga with Sarah Ford and my beginners series. Today we are going to be focusing on upward facing dog. And so upward facing dog is a pose that stretches the whole front of your body and also activates your lower back muscles. And so the way people typically go into this pose is through chaturanga. You can also get to it by just lying face down on your mat. So you can choose how you want to get into it. So I'll show the lying face down and then I'll do a brief one of chaturanga later on. But the way to get into it, if we are lying face down on our mat, just like this, we're going to put our hands underneath our shoulders here. We're just going to bring our legs together here, feel a little activation on our legs. We're going to inhale, bring our gaze upwards to the sky, pushing through our hands, and then lifting up. And so this pose, the big part of this pose is that our thighs are lifted off from the ground. So it's a big front stretch, your heart is pulling forward, and your lower back is activated. And you just breathe here, pressing through your hands, and letting it go. And so the way we get through that in chaturanga is starting off in plank. Exhale, lowering down, and inhale, tucking those toes, or letting those toes go untucked, lifting the thighs, and thinking upwards. And this is the pose that you want to think about engaging your fingertips so that there's less pressure on your wrists. And so that can be a kind of challenging pose of getting your thighs off the ground. So there's a modification, which will be our next video because it's another pose, as a way to make that stretch and those benefits a little bit easier to receive. Because that can be a tough pose on the body, and we don't always need that. So that was upward facing dog, and I hope you maybe try to incorporate it in this week. If not, stay tuned for next week for a little modification, new pose in our beginner series. So I'll see you then, and I hope you have a lovely week, and namaste.